Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to a morning grind on the Floramancer world. How are you today? So we're looking at my thermalilies because I don't believe I showed you that I expanded them. I don't think I did. So I did. There are now 8 running, and it's running really well. So I have 3 different timers. They go off at different times. These 2 just picked up lava. And I had to make a whole bunch of buckets and get them filled up with lava. I think I'm still short a couple, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Nope, looks like we're good. So we have it all running. So this is producing more mana. Now we have already achieved the advancement and got the trophy for the thermal lilies. So this is just for making mana to use. So, I mean, that's really all the point is for all of this, but I wanted to show you that I had expanded this. So, woo! Yeah, I also came down this hall. I think I showed you this last time and kind of closed it in. So this hall is starting to clean up. Looking good. Yeah. So there we go for that. I hope you have a decent day. I'm having an okay morning. I woke up with a headache, so we're dealing with a little bit of that this morning, but that tends to be status quo for me right now. This is rebuilding after the problem I had last time where the endo flames weren't being crafted, so that's good. The other thing I have going on here is a test. We're testing something. If you remember, I told you that I'm coming up with the issue that the Ranuncarpus is not placing the Entropinium before the first TNT goes off, and so then no more TNT actually gets triggered. And so then I'm wasting time with my Entropinium. I'm testing to see if the observer block can detect the flower change. First, if it can detect the change from Entropinium to dead bush. And then if it can detect when the Ranuncarpus places a new Entropinium on top of the dead bush. So this is going to take a while, so I needed something that would go off when I wasn't here. And so I just put 2 pieces of redstone, it could have been anything, in a dropper with the observers pointing into it. So my hope is that if it detects this dying and becoming a dead bush, it'll spit out 1 redstone dust. And then when it gets enough flint, in order to trigger again, it'll spit out the second redstone dust when the Ranuncarpus places the next Entropinium. That's kind of what I'm testing here, because if that's the case, I could probably rig something up so that it only sends off TNT when the second time the observer goes off, because the first time it'll go off will be dead bush, and the second time it goes off will be a new Entropinium. So I'm hoping I can figure that out. I mean, I'm pretty certain there's a way. So there's got to be a way to make a counter, if there isn't already a counter, that'll count 2 pulses and then reset. Something like that. And then I'll just have it go into this block instead of having all of this up here. So yeah, that's what we're doing there. Figuring that out. So that's going to be a while before I know the results. And today we're going to go into a creative world and try to figure out the automation farming setup for the Orechid Terram that is going to produce for us the grass blocks and the dry grass blocks. It will also produce mycelium, but to make mycelium you need coarse dirt, and coarse dirt is one of the results of the Orechid Terram. And then you would place the coarse dirt in front of an Orechid Terram, and it has a chance of making mycelium. So here's the mycelium. You need coarse dirt. For every stack of coarse dirt, you have a chance of getting 8 mycelium. Not very good odds, but I don't think you also get coarse dirt back, so that'll be interesting. Uses. You can get mud, so we'll have to work that out. I don't want mud. Well, I mean, we'll get mud. But there's a problem with mud in that it doesn't respond to the weight lens, so it doesn't adopt gravity and fall. And so I'm going to need to use a block breaker to break it when it's mud. But I can't use a block breaker on any of the others because it'll switch it back to dirt. So we get mycelium, podzol, coarse dirt back. But wait, this mud we're going to have to deal with. Do I get mud from just regular dirt, or is it just coarse? Because we might not have a problem with mud in this first setup. Maybe. The coarse dirt is gonna go real fast. Switching to coarse dirt. We'll see. I don't think we can. Can we make it tiny? I don't think we can make that one tiny. Orchid. Yeah, we can't do the orchids any smaller. Because I was thinking the range on this is huge, I believe. We'll have to check that. But if we had the dirt being placed just inside its range and then having being pulled out of its range, we might get more coarse dirt. Because I'm thinking, because the coarse dirt becomes other things. So if it converts it to coarse dirt, it might convert it right away to something else. And I want some of this coarse dirt, otherwise I'll have to craft it. Which I can do. I'm getting gravel and I've got ways of getting dirt. So I mean, that's a possibility. Or I can do it this way. Alright, so with all of my thinking out loud, let's go into a creative world and figure out how to automate the Orechid Terram for our uses. All right. Where are we? Oh, with the... Okay, so let's go over here. All the butterflies. Sure, right here works. I don't know what I'm going to need. I know I'm going to need a living wood avatar. And I'm going to need a rod of the lands and the everlasting guilty pool. Okay, we're going to need some pulse mana spreaders and weight lenses. Won't need a random carpus. And slab. Okay, so we've got... Hi, Sapopa. You and you. You need a regular spreader. All right, so there we go. We know it can work. Do that. And we'll put the weight lens on there. Okay. And that there. All right, so that would break the dirt when it gets a redstone signal, which we're going to... Can you put a button on a... Yeah, nope. So we need to do... Does it need to be further down? There it goes. Okay. So we have that. Now, the Orechid Terram is the one we need. We're going to put this far away so I can see what the range is. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3. So it's 7 by 7. All right. That should change that. It's within range. I'm trying to figure out how to automate the Orechid Terram this morning. But for some reason, the Orechid Terram isn't working. Oh, there it goes. Seriously, take that long? It is. It's acting sort of like an pure daisy. You see the little white sparkles? So it's not a sudden change. Alright. We did get our first bit of dry grass, which is one of the ones we're going to need in this setup. There, just changed it to dirt again, didn't it? Dirt to dirt. So that one would stay. Or I would harvest it. Does this detect? The other way. I want to see if that is detected. Pick up that piece of dirt. Alright. Because if it can detect the change, it'll also detect the placing of the block. See, it just changed and it detected it. So if we did that, does that go into that block? It might if it's like this. Alright, so that did detect that, but because it was already functioning, it didn't trigger the lens again. Then again, I bet this would be no, because that's going to be steady. Nope, see, it just changed and that didn't get detected. It just changed again. It's so slow compared to the stone one. The stone one changes really quickly. And this one has taken a while. I have to spell this right. See, that's not right, because that's just changing the dirt. Every once in a while it's changing it. But that's not what I wanted to do. Because look at that, there's a... oh, that's probably from spread. I was wondering if it just needed light. Would that, like, you know how grass spread needs light? In any case, this will help you guys see. Okay, so this is not what I want it to do. No, it's a living wood avatar, Sapopa. A living wood avatar works with several of the different rods, including the Rod of the Lands. As long as he has mana from a mana spreader, he will function.
Congratulations. You've just officially become a dog.
Woo! Hi, Demethan. Thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate it. 15 months is awesome. That's how I have a living wood avatar in my spawner system, because that's how he kills the mobs, and I can get player drops from it then. Alright, so our problem is it takes a while to convert the blocks, and did it just... is it seriously changing ones underneath? Like these? Over here, maybe? I don't need you changing blocks that aren't needing to be changed. Yeah, it just changed another one out here. Can it do grass? See, my problem I'm seeing here is it's possible that... stop it. It's possible that I'm getting grass blocks not because of the Orechid Terram, but because it is just spreading. So... go around this block, preventing it from becoming a grass block. And you can see the sparkles. Okay, there it did change to something. It changed to grass, and you should place... come on. There you go. You're so slow. I guess I never thought it would be so slow, but it looks, like I said, it looks like it's functioning like a pure daisy because it's giving off the same particles. The stone one works instantly, so we have that. Give me something other than grass. Well, it just converted to dirt again, which is one of its things that it could do. Trying to figure out how long to do this before triggering the weight lens. Because the other problem we're gonna have is if this converts to mud. If this becomes a mud block, a weight lens won't work on it. Hourglass. It looks like we're going to have to use an hourglass instead of a detection method because it'll detect the placing of the dirt as well. That's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. We'll just... And let's see. Let's start with 30 seconds. See how we do. I need to get a hopper hawk and a chest. Alright, so it just changed to dirt, of course. And there we go. I just placed another one. That's a problem. Can it be compared or used to detect? I doubt it. I tried that. Where did I try that at? I know I tried something like that. Okay, so that can't go there. Can... Why can't it go there? Why did I all of a sudden say it couldn't go there? I don't know now. I'm dealing with a headache, folks, so bear with me. Some of my thinking skills are a little slower. What was I doing here? Alright, so it'll break that. And it placed one. And now we're gonna see if within the 30 seconds it changes it again. And go. What stinks here is that I have not got a single block that wasn't grass. And it's supposed to be able to change it to... Take care, Dem. Thanks for dropping by. It's supposed to change into several different blocks, but it's not. This is a problem. Maybe they haven't actually really fixed this orchid, and I'll have to go back to the other method of getting blocks that we had talked about, using the pasture seeds. Because yeah, it should definitely be giving me a lot of other blocks right now. It has a chance of vivid grass, dry grass, mud. I guess it did dry grass once, didn't it? Mud, mycelium, podzol, grass, dirt. And all I'm getting is dirt and grass, and I got 1 dry grass. Is it really that inefficient? Okay, so if we expand and do another one here, let's get rid of the grass so that we don't have things changing. And put another living wood avatar here. With a mana spreader there. And we'll be able to we'll put the pool here and the Orchid Terram right there. And we need to give you another rod. Okay. Need you. Pointing down with a weight lens and a mana pool. All right, so that one just changed to dirt, from dirt to dirt. You wonder if filling its range improves or worsens its efficiency. I don't think that matters because I think it's like supposed to be like the stone orchid and that anything in its range can be changed. But the stone one worked really, I mean, it worked snap, 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 snap. And we're not getting anything but dirt and grass. And I need dry grass. I'm not even getting any coarse dirt, which is supposed to be one of its changes. So this is annoying. The other option I had, we're gonna need to put this on a platform too because I don't want to turn it into grass. Living wood avatar with a rod. And how is that? An observer. other way. He observes this way. Then we need a piston. Here. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, that's not what I want. No, no. Yeah, because it detects the piston head. Oh dear. So we're gonna need to do this further back. Will that have the same problem? Yes. Okay, so you're not what I want. Too fast. We'll do 5. And I believe 15 is the max push for a piston. And the pasture seed, let's use a regular one. If we put it in the middle of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it here. Okay, it did 7. Let's do it again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That seems to be a decent spread for its sudden properties. Okay. And then what we would have to do is set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6. I need obsidian. Oops, I forgot that this is just going to keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. And then, actually, can we do... and then we need a dispenser. And the dispenser, can we do it from the bottom perhaps? And we just get a bunch of these seeds. And a button. So that doesn't work. Can we do it from the top? Maybe it needs to be an air gap. No. So that won't work. Does... I don't know. I would only have to rely on spread. From the side. See, I don't think it'll work at all. Nope. Must be a player thing. So that idea's out. Clearly, I'm gonna have to say this is not working the way it's supposed to. Or I would have more... By now, I would have blocks other than dirt and grass. So something is wrong there. So it looks like my only option is to do a spread farm where I would have, say we needed dry grass, because we do, we'll need dry grass for stuff. We get it here. And then these blocks get broken away. Hi, Warlord. Now, I don't need a ton of these blocks, but I would like to automate it, for crying out loud. So now we just would have to wait a really long timer to get some of these to change. Okay, so if we did that, These are going to change to dry grass. Because I have the seed grass over here. So this is the grass that will stay here. And so far we've only had 2 change. I want to wait till at least 1 more changes so I can confirm that it'll work with the spreaders above it. There we go. So that would work. And now we just need to figure out a really long timing. No, I can't. Because it detects when I push the grass down. And I don't think it detects, it's messy. I was just playing with an observer here. Yeah, it's messy. Because it detects the grass moving as well as the grass changing, and I would only want it to do something when the grass changed. I'm sure I can work around that. The fact of the matter is I don't know how, and my knowledge of redstone is such that I don't think I want to fight with it. So this works, and this, you know, this works. I do need to get redstone to these pulse mana spreaders. Yeah, just a timer. My thought is, does the grass stay grass with this here? Does it stay, whoops, does it stay grass with, can we do this and have it trigger? I don't think so. I think it needs to be, how do I have it for my packed ice farm? Where is my packed ice farm? Is this it? I have that there and it's on top. Okay. So we would do the same thing here. We would do mana pools, diluted mana pools here. And then that there with if we set it to like 2 minutes. I'm hoping that's enough for that to happen. Because this one is just not. You still be broke, yo. That's my opinion. I think it's still broken. Even though it's not supposed to be. I would think by now we would have something other than dirt and grass. We would have some dry grass. We'd have some coarse dirt. So that one's broken, in my opinion. Yeah, so is that going to do what I want it to do? Did he say something beyond what I just commented on? They look similar. Oh, wait, hang on. But dry grass. The recipe for dry grass is regular dirt. Which is what I'm working on trying to get. Yay for grass. We definitely need grass. But dry grass is regular dirt. And coarse dirt, the recipe for coarse dirt, there isn't one. Okay, that's good. But I should be getting Well, yay, that worked. As intended. Okay. And that should have picked up our dirt from over there. Most of it. Okay. So I just told him... Yeah, not getting dry grass in my setup. Which is what I'm trying to get right now, is dry grass. Dry grass, please. I want dry grass out of you. Now, it's fine if we need to make coarse dirt to do the other blocks. We're going to test that next. I was just hoping to get the dry grass because it's supposed to make lots of dirt, grass, and dry grass. And if you remember, we need that for grass for the spring one, but for the autumn rune, we need the dry grass. And I'm not getting... Just a second. Recipe. A 4 ounce. And that recipe is misleading because place dirt and get dry grass. Any of yeah, this isn't working as intended at the moment, I don't think. I mean, if he intended this way, which I'm talking to him in Discord right now, then this is confusing. Because the recipe says that out of dirt, I should be able to get dry grass from the Orechid Terram. Not getting any special grasses at all. Just grass and dirt. So this is not working as intended. Now, I understand that the coarse dirt, if we do coarse dirt, let's take the rod out of your hand. If we place coarse dirt here, this should net us mycelium, and there was something else, wasn't there? Anyway, let's see if this becomes mycelium at some point. Mud, yeah, that's another one. This should become mud, unless mud comes from dirt. Recipe. It comes from coarse, okay. Thanks, Warlord. I realize I can play with the command stuff. See, and that grass is from over here, which it's not supposed to reach, but it does. Yeah. Mud won't work with the weight lens, but I'm not even getting it to have to worry about it, so... Just trying to get coarse dirt to become something. This should be changing it to something other. Come on. Give me something. Yeah, well, this isn't very reliable for what I'm going to need for runes. Did it take this long? Well, there we go. We got one of the coarse dirt to change to podzol, which we don't need, but that's at least proving that it'll give me something other than coarse dirt. There's a mud. Okay, see, this is slow. There's a mycelium. How long did that take? This is really slow. This, I don't think, is as slow. Yeah. Holy crap, this is slow. Oh, really slow. I don't like how slow it is. Normal dirt's over here. Oh, you want to see... Yeah, that would be a good plan. I don't need to bang out stacks, you're right, but I need to be able to, you know, hypothetically make, one every 2 minutes in order to make one rune. One an hour? I want more than one. Well, that's working in like a pulse. Like, that might be something we can use. Because you just saw how it just changed all of those all at once. See how it's just going around and changing them all at once. And if I recall correctly, you can't push these, can you? And get the block? Yeah, but it seems to work if, you know how I said at the beginning, it seems to work like a pure daisy. Maybe I need to set it up like a pure daisy. I mean, there is this method. And then I wouldn't have to use that orchid at all. But if it's like the pure daisy, let's change it and see what happens. Give me all your stuff. All right. Do, 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 do. I know I can use dispensers to place dirt. I realize this. I just thought it would be fun to try something else. Let's clear some inventory space so I can actually get all of these rods in my inventory. Get rid of these because we don't want them there. All right. And then of course we would use diluted pools. Oh dear. That won't work. Okay, well. It's funny. Can dispensers place in midair? Yes. So if this were to change in a minute, say, we're gonna wait till we see what these change when these change. There's one. Alright, so those all changed. We got a bunch of grass. But we'd be able to do a little bit faster harvesting, perhaps. And then we'd need to pulse that to get them You know, I'm really not liking how I don't know. This here. Has got me dry grass like I want. And all it needs is a little bit more time, but I'm guaranteed dry grass or regular grass. Oh wait, regular grass might not work right there. I might have to put the regular grass in front where so I don't put stuff on top of it. I don't remember if grass will die when under a mana pool. Like, will it die eventually and become dirt? Because if that's the case, I don't want that. You know, this is an interesting flower. It's working a little slower than I would like. I'm not quite so sure I want to use it. I think if I do a setup like this for dry grass, regular grass, and mycelium, which all spread onto dirt, yeah. This makes me happier as far as understanding the mechanics and getting a more reliable amount of stuff. So we have this timer at 2 minutes. I probably want to make it like 5. Because you see we've got 2 that we're going to get at this harvest. But getting 5 dry dry grass every 5 minutes is still way more than we'd be getting here. We would be getting 5 grass every 5 minutes when we needed grass. You know what I mean? It's not... So yeah, I like that 4 ounce. I don't need a whole lot of them. I realize I don't need a whole lot of them, but why would I try to automate a farm if I only need, say, a stack of them? I could just go quickly harvest a stack and not do an automation. I want to automate it. So I want something that I'm going to be able to more reliably get the supplies, even if I don't, for the pack, won't need that many. I want to be able to automate it and get a reliable amount, and this flower is just not going to give me that reliability. It's not consistent enough for me to be sure that over the long course span of time, I'm going to get the supplies I need. Whereas here, it's been almost 2 minutes, and I've had it spread to 4, which I'm only going to get to 3. This one will get pushed over until next time. In 2 minutes, that to me is a lot faster, just by natural spread of the grass. So yeah. The dirt, however, I probably end up tossing. I really won't need dirt. I mean, because this makes free dirt. Free dirt! Days! Free dirt for days! Alright, so let's switch this over to mycelium and see if it has a similar growth rate. You're right, I could place more. In fact, I could do one there to help with its spread. And all in front, I could have it. I think this spreads in a similar rate, because when you do vanilla mycelium farms, you tend to have a decent amount of mycelium after like a 5-minute wait on an area. So there's that. And yeah, I could totally speed it up by putting whatever block I'm collecting in the front. Could place diagonal and 1 block below. Well, I want to be able to see the mana spreaders just because. But you're right, I could put them below. Yeah, because here we didn't get any this time. We just got dirt. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is this method. I mean, I could keep fighting with this one, but it's just too slow for what I want. It would work if you want a slow setup, or if I was able to set this up early in the pack and have stacks on stacks of the stuff already. I would like to, for my personal preference, I would like to have at least 2 stacks on hand all the time. And to get 2 stacks of anything out of this flower is gonna take hours. So yeah, gonna probably not use the Orechid Terram for the purposes that it was intended in the pack. Because I am so far along, I don't want to wait too much longer before I can be done. And unfortunately, look at the mycelium is just not changing. I wonder if it needs a space above the block. None of the mycelium has converted here. Does it need an airspace, you think? Because I could move all this up one. Yeah, how long have I played? Whoop, that's not... That's not right. It says I've only played half a day. That's not right. Oh, it's per world, you're right. And this is the creative world. I've played half a day in the creative world. One space above is needed. Alright, let's fix that. And then I'll probably have to call it the end of the stream because I'm a little longer than I anticipated. Space, yep. Alright, so it's got a space. I just want to see one change to mycelium. That will make me happy. Just give me one. Yay! I got one. Alright. That has, you know, taken care of what I need to do. Yep, I'll have to set one up for dry grass, regular grass, and mycelium. Because I just don't like the rates of the Orechid Terram. And, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're just waiting. I'm a slow person and I don't like to mess with all the command stuff. One, because I'm not familiar with them all, and two, I don't tend to do a lot of testing. Oh, that didn't trigger it because I have it to the... I didn't move the hourglass. And that doesn't work. Ah, the weight lens needs to be right up against it, doesn't it? Menopools! Thank you. That would make sense. There we go. Yep. Yep, okay. Okay, so I am curious to know how long this world has says I've been playing. let's see. Statistics. I have played for 13.5 days. That's a lot of game time. Wow. Cool. Alright, I'm going to call it there for today's stream. Hope you enjoyed my morning grind as we tried to figure out the Orchid Terram and then just decided it wasn't good enough for my uses. I will be back Thursday for another morning grind. Take a look, if you're watching on Twitch, take a look at my schedule. I did update it and change it for the summer because Ed is bowling on a different night, so I've made some changes to that. So take a look so you know when I'm streaming. I will be streaming Thursday morning for a morning grind, but I will not be streaming on Wednesdays anymore. So that's just for the summer. But yeah, take care, folks. Have a good rest of your day. Bye!